All right, let's talk man to man for a second. Have you ever felt like you're supposed to be doing something more with your life? Something bigger, something greater? Like you were made for something greater than just scrolling, gaming, surviving school, or chasing the next dopamine hit? And deep down, you know that you're called to more. But here's the plot twist that no one tells you. That greatness you're craving, it doesn't come from control. It actually comes from surrendering to God. Now, I know surrender sounds weak, right? Like giving up, like losing. But that's because the world's got it twisted. You see, Jesus flipped the whole script when he said, "Whoever loses his life for my sake will find it." He said that in Matthew. Now, he's not saying to be passive. He's saying be bold enough to give your life to something bigger than yourself. You see, to surrender to God's plan, not your own, is what true greatness is. Here's what culture's feeding you 24/7. Culture says, do what you want, be your own truth, make your own path. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. That sounds empowering, right? But what it actually leads to is confusion, anxiety, and a lot of guys stuck in the same loop of meaningless habits, fake confidence, and hidden loneliness. We're told to chase freedom, but the kind of freedom that ignores God doesn't lead to greatness. It leads to slavery. Slavery to your impulses, slavery to sin, slavery to yourself. You want to be a strong man? A real man, you start by kneeling. Start by saying, God, I don't want to run this life on my own anymore. Take it. That's not weakness. That's the beginning of real power. You think it was weak when St. Peter dropped his fishing nets and followed Jesus? Gave up everything. You think it was weak when St. Maximilian Kolbe stepped forward and said, I'll take that man's place in the Nazi death camp? You think it was weak when Jesus said, not my will, but yours be done? And then he went to the cross? That's not weakness. That's courage, and it's born from surrender. And you were made for greatness as well. I'm not talking about going viral. I'm not talking about money or fame or flexing on social media. I'm talking about the kind of greatness that lasts forever. The greatness that says, I will love when it's hard. I will fight for truth. I'm going to be a man of virtue. I will lead my future family with strength and tenderness. I will live for something eternal. But the thing is, you don't get there by accident. You get there by surrendering your will, your ego, your sins, your plans. You surrender them to God's plan. Because when God takes control of your life, he doesn't make you smaller. He makes you fully alive. So let me ask you, are you tired of pretending to be okay? Tired of chasing what never satisfies? Tired of living small? Then it's time to man up in the most radical way possible. And you do that by surrendering. So pray like this tonight. God, I don't want to live for me anymore. I give you my life. I trust you. I want to be who you made me to be. That's the beginning of greatness. That's the path of saints, soldiers, and warriors of light. And that's the man the world desperately needs right now. And you can be that man, a man who's dangerous to evil, he's dangerous, and fully surrendered to God. So yeah, you were made for greatness, but not the kind the world offers. You were made for eternal greatness. You were made to fight for heaven. And you were made to be a man of God. And it all starts with surrendering. So please drop a comment if you're ready to step into that. Share this with a brother who needs it. And if you want more content like this, please subscribe. All right, let's go, warriors. Time to rise.